Hello people, again, here I am in my studio. The noise you're hearing in the background is a tumbler. I'm polishing some rocks. I like to make amulets and talismans and that sort of thing, and that's what I plan on doing with them. I want to talk about some strange things going on down in your country. Your militias and stuff. You know, Proud Boys, Oath Keepers, that sort of thing. Your January 6th thing was the weirdest thing I ever saw in my life. It wouldn't happen up here. Canadians love each other. And we do love our government. Yes, there's policy. Sometimes we disagree with some of their decisions. But it would not cross our minds in the slightest degree to gather in a group such as you people had on January the 6th. No, that was scary business. Really scary business. And yeah, those people were out to commit murder. And yeah, Donald Trump spurred them on. Come to the Capitol, he said. I'll meet you there. I'll be there with you. He said those words. He incited your insurrection. And from a Canadian point of view, I tell you, if that crap had happened up here, that man would be in prison now. You know? They wouldn't have waited for him to finish his prime ministership. He'd have been taken down. All right? We have a very good democracy up here too, by the way. I know you folks are always boasting about how really wonderful your democracy is. Ours is better. We don't have insurrections, and our politicians make intelligent decisions. We make sure that the people that are leading us in our government aren't deranged, as your Donald Trump obviously was. And now your poor Joe Biden, right, a very kind gentleman, from what I can see, too old for the position to be president of your country, though. The man's health isn't that good. You need somebody like our Prime Minister Trudeau, young, strong, with good policies and the people of his country at heart, which is what your Donald Trump didn't have. He only had himself at heart. The whole world knows your situation. As a matter of fact, he was a threat to world peace. You know, there was one video I put on there in fear of what that lunatic was doing. You know? Frightening. Frightening. If he had caused World War III, I can tell you, I would try very hard to get to him. He already is responsible for 170,000 deaths in your country. You're going to let the man walk? I know where justice lies up here. That wouldn't happen up here. Just wouldn't. And didn't. Okay? We have our hardliners and the rest of it, but I did was it on Twitter? Or one of those, yeah. You know, if Biden wants people immunized against COVID, he has to, or should, declare it a national emergency, because it is. It's taken the lives of 170,000 people. Right? You want to take the lives of maybe 1.5 million people before you wise up? right? Come on, folks. This is an epidemic. I don't give a pandemic, epidemic, whatever. Everybody's getting it, right? And it kills. People that refuse to get the fucking vaccine should be charged right now. It should be made mandatory. Everybody in this country, your country, right? People are dying like flies in India. You know what I'm saying? Wake up, folks. Right? You're killing yourselves. You know that. Right? You're walking into the jaws of death with your eyes fucking wide open. You don't want to have a needle that'll save your damn life. Maybe you should die. Because you're certainly putting the threats on everybody else. You won't have the needle, and you won't let, and you don't want other people to have the needle either. Right? You want that disease to spread and kill more? You're a sick soul, you know? A really sick soul. I wonder if they were thinking the same way during the Black Death. People dropping all around. Right? What about during the Spanish flu? It took quite a few people too. You know? They wore masks and separated them. I do believe they were smarter. They did take the needles, the vaccines that were offered. Something to say that. Anyway, enough of my bitching about COVID. I took the shots. I got it. I'm a 75-year-old individual. I want to see my 175th birthday. In order to do that, I'm going to have that damn needle. You know? Daddy didn't raise no stupid children. Which is quite the fact. He didn't. My father didn't. And again, I won't tell you about my father. Anyway, sometimes I go on, you know. I mean, really, what goes on in your country is really nothing to do with me until it becomes a threat to the world, and you have, on a couple of occasions, become a threat to the world. Which is all the more reason I'm thinking still, and I may join the Illuminati after all. Because they feel the way I do. The singular nations with your saber waving and the rest of it, the only way to bring peace to the world is under one world government. The only way. You see? The only way to bring peace. Okay. A world council ruled by all the nations of the world as a council, understand? And all governments answerable to that council have a world police force. Turn all the armies of the world into a police force. Have them all trained by one standard and one standard to govern the world. Okay? Yes, democracy will reign. All peoples who want their representation in the world government vote their candidate in, as is done on the large global scale as well. The globe, we have the technology, we can do it. Everybody gets a chance to vote, everybody on the planet. They are given things like these laptops here to help them, to educate them, to bring them into the new world order. Well, not really order, a democracy. A worldwide democracy. Good idea? I think it is. I've always thought it was. Maybe. I don't know if I should publish this or not. It's got my face on it. And I'm telling you exactly the same thing that certain other people are trying to convince a friend of mine to join. Anyway, I'll look over this video after. I have a lot to say, especially in regard to world peace. I think only insane people want war, and there needs to be a grand council. All the armies of the world have to be under one law, one set of laws. Not person, laws. Mark me now. There will be a world council. No single person will lead, ever. Right? We will guard against that one. And that's the way it is. There will be no single leader. Be able to get things done on the same level as the Canadian government gets things done. Peacefully. With consensus. With discussion. With input. We listen to our constituents and help them where we can. That's the way. Anyway, I'm done. I should never get into this, you know. I'm not a political myself. I really, really don't care about politics. But I'm looking at the world I'm living in, and I have to say something. Right? How is it that I forget how it's said. There's a famous saying, you know, all silent and all deaf. That's what I'm saying. One should speak one's mind. Because I say I care about my world and my people. I care about you. I care about everyone. That's the way of it. And that's the way we all should feel. That's the way of it. Drop race, creed, and color. Forget about those concepts. Yes, there are people of different skin colors and different ways they dress and different ways they eat and different ways they take a shower, for God's sake. Right? It's petty. Petty, 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 petty. You're as bad as the Lilliputians, arguing over which end of the egg to crack. Right? I can't believe an intelligent species such as yourself would stoop to such trivialities as racism. It's so fucking trivial. And while that's going on, what's happening to your world? Are you paying attention to trivialities, things that mean absolutely dick all, when it comes to the overall way of life for everyone on this planet? Drop the racism, everybody. Let's work together. All of us. We are brothers and sisters on here. You know what I mean? That's all there was to it. That's who we are. Reach out to one another. We need to. Your life depends on it. See you later. I hope.